This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Welcome back to Farm Factor. Up first today, we join Duane Toews as he visits with Matthew Mulica about the importance of bees in agriculture.
Duane Toews joining you once again here on Ag AM in Kansas, and a chance to catch up with Matthew Mulica, talking about the Honeybee Health Coalition. Matthew, tell us a little about the goals of the project and why it's important.
Sure. So the Honeybee Health Coalition has been around since about 2015, and we've grown to about 50 organizations. And so we, bring together the corn growers and soybean growers and their associations with the beekeeping groups and agribusiness, government, research, universities, and other NGOs. And we're really trying to develop practices for beekeepers and growers to have productive crops, healthy bees, and really just, talk about, push the message that we're all part of one agricultural system. And so we can have it all, healthy bees and healthy crops.
We think about some of the issues, obviously, that come up. There are a number of insecticides and pesticides that we use in typical commercial agriculture, but there's a way we can coexist at the same time.
Yeah, certainly. So, if you have bees in and around your farmlands, well, you want to have your bees be placed upwind of your spray drift and make sure that they're, you have a good water source for them. You also want to use a lubricant or a talc when you're seeding, so that the seed coating doesn't rub off and get into the air and get on hives. You really want to follow the label. I mean, really, that's the big thing. Those labels are designed and developed for with bees in mind. If you do have bees on the land and you have to apply a pesticide, let the beekeeper know. Communication is really, really important.
We think about the West Coast and some of those areas where I think the almond bloom and things like that, the bees become actually a little more critical part of the component and process.
Yeah, most certainly. California produces 85% of the world's almonds, and that is only made possible by 2 million hives being brought to Central Valley every year. And so that's about 95% of the hives in our country get put on 18-wheelers and brought into the almonds during bloom, and that's really what makes it all possible, and that's just been an amazing relationship between the beekeeper and the almond grower that has really sustained the industry.
Talk a little about colony collapse. We've had some issues, not really being able to pinpoint all the time. There have been some mites and different things, but ultimately, we need to do more to improve the health of these colonies. Yeah,
certainly. So bees are really dying for three main reasons, and these are all interrelated. So there's no one silver bullet if you only did this. It's there's a lack of good forage and bee nutrition. There's incidental exposure to pesticides, and then there's pests and parasites in the hive. And those three things in combination are really what's causing what we used to call CCD, or colony collapse disorder. Now we really do know what's causing it, and it's those three things in combination. And so the Honeybee Health Coalition is working on all of those things in developing practices that beekeepers and growers can employ in their operations to protect bees and to enhance their health. And people at home too can just make sure you're following the label. If you're applying pesticides in your backyard, you can plant forage and various seed mixes in your gardens. And so there's a lot you can do to protect bees and really be good stewards.
Our thanks to the Honeybee Health Coalition joining us on the program. Jamie, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Duane. After the break, it's this week's Kansas Soybean Update. Stay with us.